Hello and welcome back to the Fire Emblem Sacred Stone Superhard Ironman, and today we're taking on Chapter 4, the first monster chapter in the game. But before we start, I would like to thank the people who back the channel on Patreon. The support helps me out a lot and it is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much to everyone who supports over there. Now, this should be a chapter, hopefully, where we stop seeing Gilliam get fed axe kills sort of forcefully, and where he starts just sort of taking everything for himself. We should, with any luck, start to see a lot more going on. Now, we do have some armory things to do. I'd rather not buy from these armories if we can avoid it, because they are much more expensive. I think it's a bit of a mistake I made last time. I didn't really manage finances, because you usually don't have to. Sacred Stones is normally a very forgiving game. I'm tempted to buy a heal staff. I don't think we need to. We can buy one on the next chapter, I think, and be fine. I'm going to buy a heal staff. Screw it. I don't want to run out. That would actually be quite catastrophic. Now, we can't bring our full party into this level. But honestly, I think that these guys should be able to do the job, the guys who we've got. Now, we do get a couple of mages on this chapter, and, well, we're going to be saying hello to the second unit, who I'm going to be trying to use a bit more than I did in attempt number 1. And that is Lute, who comes from this village down here. Now, typically, Lute is quite an average Fire Emblem unit, I would say. She's a perfectly competent mage, a little bit overshadowed by the fact that Arta joins in the same chapter as her and is typically quite a bit better. But Lute has one thing going for her that's quite nice, and she is actually reasonably quick, which would be quite valuable because, well, the capacity to double isn't necessarily a guarantee in this playthrough. I think she's definitely faster than Arta. I might be wrong about that, but I want to try and use her anyway because Arta worked out so well in the last playthrough that, you know, using a second mage would be helpful. Now, Arta is also going to be trying to see his fair share of stuff, and obviously Gilliam and Franz still wanting to sort of collect a lot of that EXP, and that's why we're seeing units like Ross, units like Vanessa, take a little bit more of a backseat, at least in the terms of combat in Vanessa's case. In fact, I think Nemi might be a better deployment here than Ross. I think Ross is the only one who can use his hatchet. I might be wrong about that, though. If not, I would like to give it to Garcia. It's a pretty solid weapon. It's very accurate. Could go Colm, actually. No, let's go Nemi. Let's go Nemi. I don't think there's anything to steal here, and... Oh! That's a Zambato. Okay, interesting. I also saw an Horseslayer. Is that on you? Oh. Okay. That makes me want to rethink my turn 1 plan, which was to put Gilliam here and let him tank. I'm glad I checked that, because otherwise I would have done it. Instead, I think we'll try and put Gilliam to soak up this enemy over here. Okay, and Franz can take care of these couple of scrubs, although they might have to swap back to go and deal with the Zanbato. As we just see, the rest all have rotting claws and evil eyes. The fetid claw on, I believe that's the boss. But other than that, we should be good to go. Now, I don't think there's anything more to do before we start this chapter. I'll drop a save, why not, just to be safe. My computer has actually been blue screening a lot lately, so I should take care to save a little bit more, I think, but... Pretty sure it's nothing serious, it's just a dodgy Windows update or something, but... It's annoying. You know a chapter's starting out well when the first thing I'm talking about is my tech issues that I've had lately. Okay, I want to try and get rid of this guy on turn 1, I'm going to be honest, so I'm going to use Garcia to try and soften him up, and then Franz can take the kill. This guy is very dodgy. Not dodgy as in he's suspicious, dodgy as in he's, well, avoiding attacks. Although I think he is actually on a mountain, I think I just saw. Which I didn't necessarily clock at first. Although, again, we see hits. We're very accurate. Yeah, he is on a mountain, which gives him an additional 30 avoid. Okay, it's not actually a cause for concern that the enemies are suddenly incredibly agile. Okay. Franz picks up the kill again. Accuracy. Coming in handy. And we should be fine to soak up... Oh, he's not in range of the Horseslayer. Ah. That's annoying. I don't want to move Arta into range of these Evil Eyes. Where can you reach? The tile below Erica. You know what? We'll soak up this enemy. That one's yours. Erica can't actually visit that village. Vanessa could. Let's do that. Let's just use her for getting that iron axe. We might have bought a bit too much on Chapter 2. We have a lot of stuff. Okay, now I know that these guys do end up moving forward on turn 2. So, ideally, I don't really want Arta to take damage, but I also want to start clearing enemies out. It leaves me in a bit of a difficult position, to be honest, but I'm going to try and use Arta to soak up that enemy if we can. I would quite like to recruit loot prior to the chapter's end, just so we can give her a bit of EXP, but if that turns out not to be possible, it's not the end of the world at all. I'll move Seth into a bit of a better position. Now, Garcia does need a heal, but I don't want to be sending Molder in that direction right now, so I'm going to hold off on that one and just put Molder there. We'll move Nemi forward a touch. And I think that's going to wrap up the first turn. We see a couple of enemies start to, well, move around. The reason why I really want Gilliam to gain a point of speed is because it's currently impossible for him to double. He only has 3, which means even 0 speed enemies don't get doubled by him. Oh, I forgot to turn on Arta's animations, although, very glad he dodged that attack. It does actually help us out quite a bit. As we see the Zanbato, or the Armor Slayer, moving there over towards our armoured unit, which is not what we want, so we're going to try and deal with that before it becomes too much of a problem. Now, we see a lot of sort of movement going on over here, which we kind of want to deal with, but first of all, how does Arta fare? That's actually a reasonably okay hit to take. The problem is, I don't want this enemy sort of just lingering. Yeah, very glad I did actually move Gilliam out of the way of that armor-slayered enemy, who I would quite like to take out this turn. Might try for a hand axe. I know it's a very low hit rate, but if it could land, it would be very helpful. And we get 2 attempts. It is a miss. Hey, hits the second one. Garcia not letting us down. Gaining a lot of respect for Garcia over the course of this playthrough, I'm going to be honest. Or like, between this one and the last one, I should say. Very stable unit. Doesn't need a lot, but gives a lot to you. Very, very just nice to have. Okay, let's set up to take out this armor-slayered enemy. We don't have to worry about the guys on the bottom until we break the snag. I don't believe these enemies will break it themselves. As we see that guy fall, and Franz gain another level up. Now, we could use some good stats here, Franz. Just HP. Disappointing. If Franz turns out to be underwhelming, at worst, he's a nice rescue bot who should have some okay-ish stats. And Kyle can take the Knight's Crest like we did last time, or even Gilliam potentially, but I think Kyle's going to take the early Knight's Crest if Franz doesn't turn out to be good. At least from a combat sense. So I'm going to move Gilliam here to take this kill so that he isn't in range of that Evil Eye, or that Mogul that uses Evil Eye. I did this last time as well, it's very annoying. I always call them Evil Eyes. That's not their name, that's their weapon. As Arta can set up to take out this monster, and I still haven't turned his animations on because I'm an idiot. But him picking up a kill, very, very nice. There we go. And I don't think anyone... Oh, Gilliam gained HP. Wait, how did Gilliam level up? Am I losing my mind? I think he was already level 8. Did he take 1 point of damage? Maybe he did. Maybe he took a single point of damage. Either way, we're going to patch that point of damage up. Franz also obviously can take a heal because he gained HP on his level up, and also Garcia because he took that hit earlier on, so Molder's got stuff to do, is essentially what I'm getting at. Now, I think, honestly, I kind of want to end my turn there. The only thing I might do is move Seth down here so he's not having to navigate trees to be able to contribute. Which I guess means Nemi can take this spot. Okay, we are starting to see them advance over that bridge. As hopefully Arta avoids this. Good! And let's see a kill. Well, it won't be a kill, but let's see some damage. Does double, and because he avoided that hit, I feel safe enough to actually just take the second... actually, there's a lot of enemies there. Maybe I don't feel safe enough to just take a second hit with Arta, as Larachel shows up. Actually, Arta hits like a truck on these regular enemies. Christ alive. I think Arta might just start pumping some hits into those, to be honest. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, let's go for it. Screw it. By moving Arta aggressive... Oh, let's go! Never mind. I was going to say we have to finish off the kill with somebody else, but never mind. Arta with the crit. It feels like ages since we've had a crit, actually. Can Gilliam finish off this guy? Not rely. Actually, doesn't take that much damage. I know he's gained res a couple of times. Also, he doesn't get doubled, which is very nice. So let's just see how he fares here. And he picks up the kill excellently. Of course he does. The man himself, Gilliam. Coming in very strong this playthrough. Well, this chapter more so, but, you know. Could actually soften this guy up with Vanessa. And leave Seth to pick up this kill. Although, actually, that guy isn't in range of anyone. And then Franz can sweep up the rest of this guy. It's a little bit sketchy, though. A little bit too sketchy for my liking, I think. So, as it currently stands, I think I'm just going to send Seth in to sweep up this. What do you guys have? You guys spawned in, right? So you're reinforcements. I didn't check your weapons. Just Iron Lancers? Okay, could have gone badly there. Need to make sure I'm keeping on top of checking the enemy's weapons. Let's go for the Iron Lance hit. And start trying to sweep out these monsters. Feels like we're a lot less reliant on Seth already, thanks to the contributions of Gilliam. Which is very nice, because Gilliam benefits much more from taking these kills than Seth does. Okay, now this guy, I would really like to be able... Actually, no one else can reach that tile above this guy, right? Is Franz in range to Javelin? He is. No one else can reach this tile. How much does Vanessa take? 7? She can take 2 hits. If she has to take a second attack, that's fine. Oh, never mind, she'll just take the kill. Good job, Vanessa. Nice crit. Not actually upset about that one. Like, although I said I don't want to invest heavily into Vanessa, her gaining a couple of levels to be able to do things a little bit safer, not a bad thing at all. By any stretch of the imagination. Okay, I'd rather this kill went to Franz rather than Seth, so let's posture for that. That word is making a frequent appearance today. And oh, a little bit of a blunder there from me. Okay, I think we'll just heal Garcia instead. Now, if we can clear out that other mogul down here, got its name right for once, we should be okay to just throw Gilliam on this bridge and just let him clear everything out. How does Nemi fare against this snag? Fairly okay. Kills it in 2. How does Nemi fare against the snag? What a random question. Can she defeat the snag in combat? Okay. Fran's unfortunately not killing this guy. Got a lot of HP, but that's okay. Might end up being a kill going over to Arta. Although Franz's growths have not been particularly stellar so far, so might actually be a decent idea to give it to him. Even if it does come at a bit of a sacrifice to our mage. Okay, Gilliam, take the bridge. Seeing these 3s coming down is very nice. Not many units going to be seeing damage numbers that low. And And just having another unit who can soak up hits would be so nice. Even if he does have to eat 2 of them because he's tremendously slow. I think it really will help us out. Okay, let's heal up Franz first. No reason not to. If there wasn't this Zambato over there, I might actually send Franz to go and try and deal with that. As it stands, I might actually send Arthur to try and go and deal with that. Actually, maybe Arthur takes this kill here that Gilliam's setting up for. Maybe Arthur just kills this Mogul because somebody has to. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we'll let Franz pick up this kill. Still gaining a sizable chunk of XP. He's still got a lot of levels to grow. Let's not act like he's doomed, like he's only level 5. A couple of bad level ups at level 5 does not mean he's screwed as a unit. Although he is looking remarkably like Anna from Three Houses at the minute with those stats. Very balanced, very spread across the board. Okay, and Gilliam's going to take out this guy in 2 hits, which is what we were hoping for, really. And hopefully, after killing another one, he can actually push up another level. Oh, look at that. Only taking 4 from Arthur here. Very nice. His solid res stat and the weapon triangle advantage coming in very handily there. As we're able to swing a couple of hits at it. Gain a little bit of XP. Oh, look, I didn't move. Interesting. In you go, Gilliam. And this is the thing here that I think is going to be really nice. We don't have to worry about sort of Gilliam taking damage from these sort of enemies. Although we probably should have healed him just to be safe. But, you know how it is. Let's take Arthur's kill. We can position him a little bit better. Cool. We do snatch that one up. And Arthur bumps himself up to level... Is that level 3? We started 2? Yeah. That could have been better. Yeah, that definitely could have been a better level up there. A bit disappointing, but never mind. Suppose those stats could still come in handy at some point. Now, I don't know what to do about this Zambato enemy down here. It's effective against cavalry, so we can't really use Franz to take it out. We could probably use Garcia, actually. He's not going to get doubled. Then if need be, we can take it out with a player phase hit with Franz. That might be the play. Let's just equip the Iron Axe. We'll take a swing at this snag. Could take a kill with Nemi. Actually, we could have killed that guy on the player phase this time with Gilliam. I didn't even think to look into that. Although, we could use this to give Franz a kill. Wouldn't be too disappointed with doing that. Just want to check where this guy can hit. But yeah, we could give Franz a kill with the javelin over the lake. Unless Franz doesn't want to take a kill with the javelin over the lake. I will respect his decision. He has full autonomy to kill whoever he wants to kill. At this point, anyway, on this quite easy, relaxed, chill-out chapter. And hopefully this monster should fall to Gilliam, granting he gets a good hit. Granting? That's not the right way. Oh my god. This monster refuses to die! Okay, yeah. Even if this is a double, it doesn't kill, but it's not, because he only has 5 speed. So... Oh, it's a double from Garcia, actually. Very, very nice. Zambato must have been weighing him down there. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Don't know how, they're normally on the forefront of my mind when I play this chapter, because there's a really weird interaction with one of them where he doesn't, like, attack. He just walks around you and blocks you. It's really strange. Okay, as Franz takes that kill. Is Arthur in range to pick that one up? He isn't. Oh, that's annoying. I would like Gilliam to come back and tank those guys, honestly, so... I'm just going to let him do that. I'm going to bring some other units back as well to... just sort of back him up. In fact, maybe I just do give that kill to, like, Nemi or something. That's a good level up from Mulder, by the way. Him getting magic's really nice. just do give this to Nemi? You know what, Nemi? Yeah, sure, go for it. If you can take this kill, you can have this kill. Good. You hit where everyone else missed. Franz and Garcia had their chance. It's a Nemi kill now. And because we've done that, it means we can do this. Okay. And we could start just sort of soaking up some of those hits. Although those enemies are all just going to crash into Seth. Oops. I'd kind of rather they didn't all just crash into Seth. So I'm just going to put Garcia here, chug a Vulnerary, and hope they crash into him instead. Not an ideal target for the kills, but Garcia is a right side better than Seth at this point because, well, Seth just doesn't benefit too much from them. This one at the back actually went for Garcia. It's good, I think. Gets in a nice dodge. Swings out a couple of times and takes the kill. Garcia might actually be a unit who's worth investing in. He's a relatively good killer on the player phase. Okay. Wouldn't mind seeing a miss so that the last guy targets Gilliam, but... okay, Garcia taking them's fine. It's not the end of the world. And he does get a level up from it, so... might not be the worst unit to invest in overall. Gain some strength, skill, HP. It's an okay level up. Strength's always nice. As, yes, we are going to see this other enemy go for Garcia. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Garcia picking up some levels is not a bad thing at all. Wasn't ideal, wasn't my plan, but it's certainly not harmful in any way. Okay. What do you have? Just an Iron Sword? Go stand there, Franz. Might actually use Erica to set this kill up. Probably just gonna crit. And then I'll be sad. I use Vanessa to do it. Oh, Vanessa would die doing that. Hold on, let's heal Vanessa. Let's not get anyone killed. The XP's not worth that much. Yeah, let's use Vanessa to set this kill up. If it goes wrong, we have plenty of units in the back who can pick it up in lieu of Gilliam killing it. Okay. Gilliam picks up his kill. Gains a level. Is that level 9 for him? It is. Just HP! Oh, Gilliam. I'm trying my best for you here, buddy. I really am, but you've got to help me out. I really think if he sort of grows as I expect him to, or as he should, I should say, if he grows as he should, then we would have a very potent unit on our hands. The problem is, at the minute, he isn't, as Franz is gonna, well, swing a couple into this guy. Okay, strength, defense, resistance. That's a good level up there for Franz, actually. Still would like to see him gain a little more speed, but other than that, that's a good level up. Is there anyone... yeah, Garcia. Cool. Give Mulder another heal. How's Arta's XP looking? It's level 3, 23 XP. That's fine. Okay, and we'll take this kill with Franz. These last couple of kills can go to Franz. There's no point in recruiting loot, really. We'll just get her at the end of the chapter. And then, of course, the boss kill can go over to Seth. This boss, I think, gives Seth 100 EXP, so this one's, like, really important to give to him. Such a huge, just massive chunk of, well, level for him. These Revenants fighting Gilliam lead to very long battle animations. Feels like I'm playing Path of Radiance. Franz is actually turning out reasonably tanky in his own right. Not like tanky, but he's doing alright for himself. Wish we could actually just kill this guy now. Oh well. Pick it up on the enemy phase. What's he on now? 8 defense? Yeah, 8 defense, 7 speed, 9 strength is fairly okay. We could, of course, Draco Shield Franz as well. We get a Draco Shield in Chapter 5, the next chapter. But I'm thinking that's probably going to go on to Gilliam. I'm just going to try and stack his defense as much as humanly possible. And we'll set up to take out this entombed... Entombed? Not sure. I've always said entombed because the word is tomb, but I could be wrong. A tome is a book, like what Arta uses to attack with. This is a strange conversation to have with yourself. I did a terrible job of positioning so he couldn't reach the bush. As nice as it would be to give this 100 EXP to somebody else, I think it's fairly, you know, factual that Seth benefits more from this than anybody else does. Although, we will take an extra heal onto Mulder. Before we bail on this chapter. You know what? Hi, Luke. The sprites in the top left make me laugh like every time I pay attention to them. Some of them look fine. Like I actually think Gilliam's looks fairly okay. It looks a little goofy, but like Garcia's looks okay. Then you get like Erica's. Vanessa's is hilarious. Like it looks like a ditto. Nemi's is again ditto vibes. Seth's just looks odd. Seth's actually just looks like a different expression to what's actually on his face. Okay, let's take the kill with the sword. Bit more accurate. And that wraps up Chapter 4. Excellent stuff. And yeah, look, it's a full 100 EXP on a promoted unit. You can't turn that down, really. Speed and defense. He's getting speed on all 3 level ups, and that is... I can't overstate how huge that is. But we see the monsters drop. And well, we're in a fairly solid spot, I do think it's fair to say. As Chapter 5 is up next, but that's going to wrap it up here for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave it below, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you to everyone who backs the channel on Patreon. It is greatly appreciated, and it does help me out a lot. And yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.